6 laps to go here in the Daytona 200.
Not even 4 or 5 bike lengths between them. Pash fully in the draft as they are on the banking in NASCAR 3 and 4. Pash drops down just a little bit of fresh air in that air intake. And now he's right on the back wheel as they run here up into the tri-oval. He's going to have a sniff on the outside. Can he get that outside draft as they cross start finish into turn number 1? It looks like he's going to hold back just a little bit here this time by.
Oh, and Pash goes around the outside, I do believe. On the inside, there was some traffic. I don't know who did the outside line, but I think it was Brendan Pash. Went around the traffic and the leader, I do believe.
Nope, Pash still in second. There's Kelly. Kelly's carving up, trying to carve up a back marker here, but they're getting balked as they come through the horseshoe there, Richard.
Oh, that was a wild move around the outside. I'll tell you what, down to the fast left-hander, about 3 bike lengths now. Here comes that 2 different braking area I was talking about. Sean Dillon Kelly likes to outside dive inside line and use an open arc to leave the corner. Pash matches it perfectly. Still just a couple of bike lengths separating them. Coming back to the left-hander, they'll duck under some traffic as they go hard left and onto the west banking.
Working lap 52 here onto the banking. Once again, we are counting it down to these final laps. Not much time left, but time enough to catch a breath, plot your strategy, and then just hope you can execute it correctly. So there is Brendan Pash going to school once again on the back of Kelly on the 40 machine, coming through some traffic into the chicane.
Into the chicane. Pash just camped out there watching and waiting now. He has showed Kelly his bike. What will Kelly do? How will Kelly react after Pash has caught him? He knows he's there now, and Pash is just like camped out, just sitting there waiting and watching. Will he make a move or will he sit and wait as they work their way off? Looks like he's just going to sit there and plan a move back here to the start-finish line as they hit the stripe. Yes, that's exactly what he's doing, just trying to time his move perfectly here with, less than 5 to go.
5 to go right now with these two out in front. They have a substantial lead over Michael Barnes in third position, waiting for Barney to cross start finish and get to that full gap, but it's quite a distance here. The focus though is on our lead pair here, Sean Dillon Kelly on the 40, Brandon Pash on the 96, as they continue to attack and work their way through traffic. Less than 5 laps to go. This has been a beautiful race, Richard, exactly what we were hoping for.
Well, I tell you, they have rung the bell for Sean Dillon Kelly, and he's going back to the whip. He is matching lap times with Brandon Pash as they work out of the turn 6 area and head up onto the banking. Is still just about 5 or 6 bike lengths, but that's close enough for Pash to use the draft anytime he wants to. But I think he is holding that in his back pocket here for about 4.5 laps from now, if you know exactly what I mean, Eric. I think he's sitting and waiting. Sean Dillon Kelly, of course, has a lot of racecraft. It's going to be interesting to see. Oh, Pash ain't going to wait. He goes blowing by, I do believe. I don't know if that was lap traffic or what.
Yep, that was a lapper there, Richard, as
okay.
it goes by. But look at the back end of Pash's bike stepping out as he's on the brakes now, really starting to push that machine. I think he's not going to wait too much longer. At least he wants a practice run at Kelly here before the final dress rehearsal, get a dress rehearsal before the final event here.
They saw a lot of that early on in that first group drafting we saw there with the double and triple drafts, but he knows how a single draft works as well as they make the run off the banking. Sean Dillon Kelly trying to build some kind of cushion back up. That cushion was awful comfortable, but now he has completely lost it, and he's going to have to do some work to try to get away from this Pash kid.
Great job by the lap traffic at getting absolutely out of the way of that battle going to turn 1. That could have got a little bit ugly, but they went way wide and let the lead 2 just keep doing what they're doing.
Did you see that? Sean Dillon Kelly with a big slide out of turn 3. And Pash is on him. Oh, boy. Here we go. Sean Dillon Kelly grabbing a big fistful of throttle. He was able to body English it back up on its wheels and save it. But Pash is there, knocking on the door. They go to the left-hander, just about 4 bike lengths, perfect drafting distances. Pash has really got the worry mode on Kelly, and he is right there. Kelly is going to be shaken if he's not already, because he knows that Pesh has some motor in that draft to play with here at the end of this event. But for right now, Pesh just kind of saying, here I am, baby. Watch me. I'm right on your back tire. They work the back straight away with more traffic.
Yeah, Pesh having a little bit of trouble with their traffic as they got out of the banking, as Kelly able to get just a little bit of a gap, but Pash's worked some other traffic to get right back up to him. Here they go again. More lap traffic to get through. Pash is right there, so really hasn't lost much. Maybe half a tenth of a second through that back section here. Up on the banking, that will disappear. The draft just taking effect right here. Pash will get right on his backside. We're working lap 53, just about to go to lap 54. Coming off the banking and into the tri-oval once again. Only 3 laps left to go next time by.
Yeah, 3 laps, 12 miles into turn 1, across start finish. Pash really pushing into turn number 1. Sean Dillon Kelly's last lap, a 150.6, matched equally by Brendan Pash as they work back into the infield again. Less than 3 to go. Eric?
Let's see, Kelly's holding up really well to the pressure that Pash has been putting on him, but Pash has held back just a little bit. Of course, they've had to deal with a lot of traffic here these last 3-4 laps. Again, Kelly, for the first time, looks back to see where Pash is to try and get a gauge of him as they're coming up on one more piece of traffic here. So maybe he's beginning to worry a little bit, or maybe he's just strategizing
definitely
a little.
Worried a little bit. He's done seen that machine of Pash too many times, I do believe, and there's not a lot he can do about it either. If Pash is just going to sit there and bird dog him for the next 3.5 laps or 2.5 laps, then so be it. He's just going to have to come up with some kind of plan to either draft or repass or something. But right now, I think Pash has the upper hand if he can just stay close enough for that final run. And boy, he is pushing it on the brakes to stay close to Sean Dillon Kelly into the chicane. Here's some traffic, and Pash will have to deal with it right in the middle of the chicane. That could cost him. No, it didn't really cost him that much. But it did. Oh, it did. Oh, he did.
Big time.
Oh, I thought that was the other guy. No, you're right. He got caught big. Now he's got to do a 49 in the worst fashion right now to get back even. Sean Dillon Kelly, that might be the break he needed. Coming to the stripe, 2 laps to go.
I think that's Teague Hobbs that's right behind him, so that a bike that's that quick, if he doesn't mix it up too much with that lead group, could help Pash just being able to stay behind him and help him with the draft. Let's see what happens here. So right now, Pash right on the back of it. Let's hope Teague Hobbs doesn't get mixed up too much in this. Maybe can help Pash just a little bit here and when it comes to the drafting, but they continue to carve through this traffic on the infield.
Oh boy, just watching Sean Dillon Kelly's body English, using the twist of his body to actually circumvent the slide of the tire is something beautiful to watch. A young 18-year-old kid doing that. I wasn't even on a motorcycle at 18 years old, but this kid's already professional grade here and ready to graduate to Europe or something. If he could just win this 200 and then carry that into this 2021 season, it's going to be quite exciting. But Brendan Pash trying to spoil the party as he charges up on the banking, and he has worked his way back up. He's made the distance back up that time by, again, just a little bit even lap times, but he is riding hard here. White flag will be coming out next time by.
Yeah, now it's time for Pash to let it all hang out here. If he's going to put a dress rehearsal in, he needs to get it done. If not, he just needs to keep very close, right on the back wheel of Kelly as they carve their way through the chicane. Once again, there is Pash. Let's see how he plays this one as they come through the tri-oval. As you said, Richard, the white flag in the hand of our starter down there. So looks like we might be cutting this a lap or 2 short because of the red flag, but we shall see here. Yep, white flag in hand as the starter is walking out here. Here come our lead pair, Kelly and Pash, taking the white flag
1 lap to go, 4 bike lengths separating the top 2. They dive into turn number 1. Pash cuts it down to about 2 bike lengths. He lets it spring wide just a little bit. Now Purdon's on the fuel of the machine and drives it up the infield little chute. He is right there. There'll be some traffic in the West Horseshoe, but Pash camped out a bike length back. He'll square the corner just a little bit and get a pretty good drive off the corner, but Kelly does an even better job. Now we'd like to remind everyone who will make history today as Julie Jinsom will be handling the checkered flag. First female ever flagman to flag the Daytona 200. That's coming up in less than half a lap. Over in the West Horseshoe, they're just 2.5, 3 bike lengths apart. Kelly trying to stretch it out. More traffic going to the wall in turn 6.
Let's see how they deal with this last little bit of traffic here coming out of the turn 6 and onto the banking for the final time. It is Pash lining up Kelly as they come up onto the banking. We'll get really close. They'll use this traffic as a little bit of a draft here. Who's going to use it better here? They won't have to worry about getting held up, at least at this point. Taking a gander onto the backstretch. Traffic shouldn't be too much about, well, they are going to come up into traffic here as they approach the chicane. So let's see how this factors in. Kelly, Pash into the chicane for the final time. Kelly continues to lead through here. How good of a drive can Pash get out there? Both pick up the front wheels, try to straighten it out as much as possible. Kelly out in the lead. Here comes Pash, tucked in, high up on the wall, trying to drive it as hard as he can, get onto the back wheel of Kelly. Here they come, diving down out of NASCAR 3 and 4 into the tri-oval. It's going to be side by side as they approach the finish line. Here it comes, it's Pash. Pash comes by now, here comes Kelly in. Pash taking the win by half a bike length over Sean Dillon Kelly. Brandon Pash is the winner of the 2021 Daytona 200. And wow, what a ride by Pash. Kelly just comes up a little bit short.
Oh, what a great ride by Brendan Pash. He stalked Kelly and then sprung the trap right at the moment when he needed it and pulled the perfect slingshot draft around the outside. Pash could not respond and comes away. Oh, John Orridge robbed again of a Daytona 200 win. It looked like it was so ready for him to take, and just in a last lap dash to the checkered flag, Brendan Pash ruins his dream and that of Sean Dillon Kelly. Will have to wait another year to win a Daytona 200. What a ride, what a race here at Daytona. Wow, that was worth waiting for, Eric.
Yeah, what a great race, and we see Pash over there on the wall with his crew, getting hugs from his crew. There's Sean Dillon Kelly giving him a fist bump and a well done as Pash, getting congratulations from everyone there. Really emotional victory for him. If you don't know the story, his mentor, Lloyd Bailey, was tragically lost his life back in December in an accident. Bailey was a huge mentor to this kid, and he has said that he'll donate half his winnings, if not more, to the family of Lloyd Bailey to help take care of Bailey's daughters as for education or whatever they need. So not just a great win for Pash, an amazing win, but a great story behind it. Here we go. Here's that final run as Pash dives down, and it's half a bike length, just half a bike length between them, and he knew it. He raising his fist, foot's off the peg, and what an emotional victory for Brandon Pash. Here we go, slow-mo. We see it from the opposite angle here. Yeah, half a bike length, if that. There was a little bit more than a front wheel between the two. And wow, there he is, Burnout City. That's the way you celebrate a victory at the Daytona 200.
Hey motorsports fans, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe before you go for all the latest news and highlights across motorsports.